Thank you.
Can you tell us what was on your winning reel?
We had Richard Burgi was on there, Tosha Story, Leanne Rose, who we're just so excited about as well this year. Exactly. She's there to make trouble. We had some fantastic day players this year as well, whose names are, of course, escaping me at the moment.
But it's interesting because we always, well, that's the goal, is to always have as much of a great, sort of mixed tapestry as possible, and to bring the town to life in a way that it's not just homogeneous, that it's just a great sort of mix of sizes, shapes, colors. Like, that's always our goal. It feels great. It feels like
very excited.
We love his work, and but we're very, very proud of ours as well, and we're so happy to be winning this.
What advice do you have for people who have either been either new to daytime or who have been away from daytime, and when they come back, they think, oh, I can do this, but the great red pace, the COVID protocols, it's a very different beast these days. And what do you tell actors, and what do you look for in actors who can handle the rigors, the specific rigors of daytime?
Yeah, there's more hoops that people have to jump through these days because of COVID, and so it needs more tolerance, more patience, more ability to go with the flow, and no divas allowed. So
Yeah, and just tell people, especially if you're a new actor on the show and it's your first time, you just have to jump onto the train, and because it's going to keep moving. You just have to know your lines and be ready to go and be ready to play.
Yeah, he's been in some auditions recently, and he's so generous and so giving with the new actors. When they're auditioning, he just takes them aside. He gives them every possible, advantage, each one. He's so, hands-on and beautiful with them.
How many nominations was this for you?
This is second.
Together, this is, I think, our second
Yes.
nomination, but I've been at Y&R since 2011 or so I think this was my fifth nomination and first win.
And Academy Associate, I believe that's only been done the last couple of years. What does it mean to have the associate on the panel?
It's so wonderful because we really are a team. Like, we work so closely together. I feel great that we're on the ballot together. So.
Yeah, me too. And we do hundreds of roles throughout a year, so it's like a family.
Yeah, and for every role now, because of the virtual advantage, we see thousands sometimes for each role, because we don't have to just limit to who can walk in the front door. So, yeah.
Well, for Leanne, who plays Amani, it was just a traditional audition process. We release a breakdown that goes out to agents and managers, and they submit their clients. And nowadays, as Nancy was saying, we can have people all over the country submit tapes, which is great. So Leanne was one of amongst several tapes that were reviewed, and I just remember she really sparkled in her audition. And when we're doing an audition, we only really know maybe the beginning of that character, not necessarily where it's going to be, a year or 2 or 3 down the line. But I think Leanne just jumps on the train and fell well in with everyone.
And the good news too about the process nowadays is they may have the option to self-tape in the initial rounds, but we're always given the opportunity to bring in the final contenders in-person, COVID-tested chemistry reads, and that's so essential because something happens in the room, that magic that's indefinable, that just doesn't happen always over Zoom. So, yeah. Well, one thing is I always like, and we ask them specifically to do a little bit of a chat to say what they've been up to and to do a couple of different takes. And, we do full length, slates so we can, the things that we try to fill in that would happen in the room where you would get a sense of someone's height and shape, and also that chat, that banter that sometimes helps someone get the part in addition to their reading. We try to fill that in and at least have them do a little more over Zoom than just their reading. So, yeah. Okay. We're good. Okay.
Well, you're welcome. Thank you.